we really want to find like a like really wide open where the larynx doesn't have to be forced into this. View this as an experiment. We're going to experiment, see what happens when we try it that way.
Okay. My smile is my makeup. I wear since my breakup with you.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Try it one more time. So here we really want to back off the volume. We really want to try to come at it as lightly as possible.
Okay.
Much better, yeah. Try without the added support. Try to find what it would be if you didn't kind of give that extra push.
Okay.
Okay, so you feel like it's a little slippery there.
Yeah.
4 semitones above 2 whole tones from where we were last time where it was pulling, so that's good.
Really, what note is that?
That was the F sharp above the male high C, so that's F5.
Okay.
Just put your fingers on the sides, so find your larynx right here,
Uh-huh.
and then just on either side of it, put your thumb and your middle finger on either side of that. And just don't press in or anything like that. Just try to feel what happens when you do this.
It feels like it kind of like contracts in slightly and then kind of back out. Maybe up a little, but not as much as in.
Okay, so it's kind of like pulling back. Awesome. Okay, so I think this is setting up your alignment perfectly for the song. So let's try to jump into it. So tracks of my tears.
So when we were like at the top, like when my voice would kind of cut in and out when I was trying to sing those pitches, you know, like why that is? Is it like bad muscle coordination, or is like the cord underdeveloped there?
It sounds like a little bit of inflexibility of the vocal cord. It's just wanting to be a little bit rigid, which is making it in those extremes get like not vibrating 100%. So then that's why it's kind of cuts in, cuts out. So the more you stretch that out, the more you kind of like pull that up higher, the more you're going to stretch those vocal cords. And I think that also the lip roll does a really good job of that as well, because when you're doing the lip roll, especially like right up to the top of your mix, you're kind of stretching that both the TA and the CT muscles, which is the two muscles, one for chest, one for head. Let's get started on Tracks of My Tears.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a starting pitch and then I'll start going.
Go for it.
You know, I'm pretty sure I know the starting pitch anyway. I might just start.
It's in your head.
Yeah. People say I'm the life of the party 'cause I tell a joke or two. Although I might be laughing loud and hurting, deep inside I am blue. You feel like closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. Ooh, I need you, need you, I need you.
Couple points. So you were starting to go a little bit narrow on the uppermost notes where we really want to be shortening the vocal tract to hit those super high notes. People say I'm the life of the party. So you had that one really good. That was right in the perfect place. But inside, we want to really widen up. We want to like shorten the vocal tract as much as we can. We really want to find like a like really wide open where the larynx doesn't have to be forced into this. So we need to just be conscious of what we're doing in what area of our range. So for those lower notes, we want to be more in this rounded place. People say I'm the life of the party 'cause I tell a joke or two, right? So that's fitting for that part of your range. So now try the whole song again with those two kind of different positions in mind. Yeah, it's going to be easier to hit it with that kind of wide open, shortened vocal tract position. Okay. With this headier placement in the voice and in this range. Okay. This applies. Okay. People say I'm the life of the party 'cause I tell a joke or two. You'll see my smile looks out of place. Easier, right? It's easier to sing it that way, yeah. I could hear it came out easier. So try that one more time. Try the break up with you without getting louder on that note. See what happens. Like just view this as an experiment. We're going to experiment, see what happens when we try it that way. Okay. My smile is my makeup. I wear since my breakup with you. Okay, still held together. See if you can pull it back on the volume even more. It still just had a little bit of a bump, a rise in volume just for that note. And it sounds like it's just easier to do it that way. Yeah, it is. It is like a lot less pressure. Let's take it back. I wanted to address something, the baby baby. I want you to try to think of springboarding off of each baby, 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 take a good. So try to think of just like bah, 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 like almost springboarding off of each one of those B's on the baby baby. Baby, 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 take a good. Oh, you see how easy that was? That just like, wow, that just popped right out. Good. So now we want to lose a little of the staccato-ness, but still use that kind of like that springboard feeling that you feel. It just like pops right up into that range without like that force to get up there. So once you get to take, I want you to go back to legato. So it's just a baby, take a good look at my face. Take a good look at my face. Nice. Okay, awesome. So even he didn't quite nail that one. It got a little bit gravelly as he was doing it, and he actually kick-started a little more airflow. He had to like add that vibrato and airflow in order to find the release that he was looking for. Try that. I want you to try a little bit of the opposite though. I want you to go and so way too much volume we're blowing through. We need to find that like really nice. It's got to be really light. It's going to be right where your voice wants to like cut out. That's where your proper placement of this note is going to be. That's like the lower minimum for me, right? So I would want to find for you, where is that lower minimum where you have to give it that much in order for it to come out, but you don't have to like overblow it so that it just strains the whole mechanism. Can you keep your tongue up higher, closer towards your teeth? So like it's gonna be.
Okay.
So that's a little bit quieter than you did before. You're grabbing at your neck. Is it feeling okay?
Yeah, it's just like, I guess.
It's tired?
Well, it like pulls up kind of when I do.
Yeah, the larynx is gonna pull up. Like if I put my finger, it definitely jumps up. I don't want to push it for today because I don't want you to like overstrain your vocal cords. Because there definitely is some tension there. It would just be about finding that release on that note at a quiet volume. So finding that quietest place, just finding that like really, really relaxed placement of that note, and where that minimum is. Any questions?
I don't think so.
So I don't think you should try it again. I want to leave it for there because I don't want to strain the mechanism anymore because it is going to be tiring. So it's going to be about giving yourself a break from those up high notes. Don't practice this song all the way to those high notes for today. Give yourself a break. Try it again tomorrow and try to find, like, just do this as an exercise, finding those upper higher placements. Because you have no problem finding it with a staccato consonant, right? So I think the highest baby goes up to one semitone below this one. But it's about finding it legato for you is going to be the more of a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
So if you're really serious about learning to sing, but you don't have the money for private lessons, this is the next best thing. I hope you guys find it helpful, and please feel free to give me feedback down below.